Hey, what's up? It is Central Florida Notary, and I'm representing Aliyah. What day isn't a great day to represent Aliyah? It is October 2nd, 2022. You guys are gonna you're gonna get a kick out of this. I actually recorded a 20-minute video, and I had used it on my ring light, and to be honest, I, I wanted to use the better camera in the back of it, but I guess I didn't turn the camera around, so now I'm recording it again. So I've lost a little bit of that flame, but it wasn't that long ago I did the video. But I owe you guys 2 weeks of videos because the last couple weeks I recorded a video, I think at the beginning of September, or maybe the second week of September, and then I uploaded it, excited about it, but it did not have sound like 10 minutes after the video had started. So I was pretty upset about that, and I just wanted to shoot somebody. So I took it down, and then last week, which is really off the week before, and I was like, I don't want to do anything. So I'm back at it today. So a lot has happened in the last 2 weeks. The business is still going well. Eternal Unions. I was able to book, I think, 2 or 3 more weddings this month. Well, September now. And my month of August went well. That's what the video was initially. It was a August video about how well I did. I ended up making over $2,000 in wedding / notary / loan signings. I did do, I think, 1 or 2 loan signings last month. So, and they were actually direct. So they weren't associated with any loan signing companies. They were people that reached out to me specifically in the month of August. So that was cool. That was very exciting. And sometimes that happens. I actually had a direct client. It's not a client, but it was somebody that reached out to me from California that reached out and asked if I would be willing to do a signing. And I said yes. And that check cleared. So there's that. But the last week or so, I would say 2 weeks, we have been dealing with Ian. Ian has now come and gone. You guys have probably seen how much that daggone hurricane has wreaked havoc on the state of Florida. And it's unfortunate. Prayers and thoughts and prayers go out to Fort Myers / Port Charlotte. I did have a customer that had a wedding scheduled for yesterday. My first refund that I had to do, I ended up giving him his final deposit or his final payment back because he canceled the wedding, obviously. And he has a lot more fish to fry. And then I ended up having to give back $50 for a client who had only paid their first deposit. But they end up canceling because of the disaster of Ian and where it left their area that they were going to get married. Even though the money is non-refundable, I did it as a courtesy. Sometimes you do have to go outside of your realm of rules that you've created as a business owner to protect you, to kind of do it. But I did it for 2 reasons. Number one, it wasn't her fault, obviously, that happened. And number 2, my hope is that she will come back when she's ready to get married, if she doesn't get married in between that time, and use me and maybe decide that she wants to do more of a bigger package or a better package. I did do some refiguring, and I came up with another package. I called it Boda Tu Iyo, which means the idea is the wedding of you and I. That's kind of my show up and sign package. My show up and sign package initially was one of my entry-level packages that I charged more for, but I created this one because if it's just going to be 2 people, they're going to pay $100 to go down to the courthouse anyway. So I need to make sure that I align with that so I don't lose business going to the courthouse. You know what I'm saying? So I would much rather be able to get something, but those are typically going to be during the week, Monday through Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday is going to be reserved for the other packages. So that's how I tackled that. And that was an idea that I got from the onboarding wedding And I saw a couple other people kind of do that thing too. But another thing that I'm going to be doing, you guys see my certificates. I'm giving that out today. But I'm also going to be giving the wedding party their files that I've created. I'm going to give it to them. I normally would keep them in my, which I don't have up here, my little notebook, but I'm not going to do that because eventually I'm going to have all of them. And, you know, I'm probably not going to revisit them because I have them on my iPad. I will never really ever use, other than the fact that I'm trying to, you know, read the vows to them. Once I give them away, I still have it on my iPad. So it's not like I'm gaining or losing anything. And that came from Virgil, who I think she got that from the Unboring Wedding as well. I'm very, I think that's something I can do, and I think that's going to be pretty cool. I do have two weddings today. One is at 2, one is at 5:30. So there's that. Little things have to work out today. I haven't had this pressure in a long time, but things have to work out today. And my hope is that it will. Not my hope, I know it will. Carlos is off now, so I'm happy that I'll have somebody. I was concerned, I'm like, oh man, I got to do this all by myself. But he's here, so we're going to make it happen. So the $2,000 that I made in August consisted of direct work, general notary, direct loan signing work, general notary work, and mostly weddings. And, you know, what I did was I really hit hard on Thumbtack to, I was really aggressive on Thumbtack. I was jumping in, getting everything, doing what I got to do, make it happen on Thumbtack. And a lot of folks was just like, yes, because, you know, you called immediately, like it was first hit. And that's what you got to do sometimes with Thumbtack. But this month, I think I'm going to pause it, more or less because I want to focus on the weddings that I have, you know. And, you know, the thing that's frustrating about Thumbtack sometimes is you get these leads and, you know, you'll schedule it and they'll know it's a computer. So I think that they could do a little better, but if you don't mark it out on your calendar, they'll send you leads continuously on the platform. And the downside about that is you'll pay for, you know, leads that you can't even do because you've already had that scheduled. So I'm going to pause it, and then I went in and I blocked all the days for the times that I work so I don't get any during that work period or leads within that work period. That I won't be able to refund or anything or get refunded by them because they're sticklers about that kind of stuff. But I just don't want to pay for leads that I can't convert, that I know I can't convert because of time frame. What I look like asking somebody to change? Well, you know, I can't do it at 7, but I can do it at 9. No, it's not at all. Not trying to do that. I might have mentioned this before. I can't remember because when my alarm went off, it stopped the recording. But Carlos had his first notary assignment. And his first notary assignment was, it was an unfortunate situation. And he handled it with care. And I was so proud of him for using his own judgment. I was nervous for a number of reasons. Number one, this being his first. And I know how kind of nervous he gets. And then secondly, the other reason was I was just concerned about the paperwork aspect of it, but he killed it. He hit it. I had a notary thing yesterday, but I also had rehearsals with the two of the weddings that I have today. I had rehearsals, and yeah, I ended up I went to my notary assignment almost an hour late. And when I get there, he didn't have his passport or his ID. So, and here in the state of Florida, you can actually use an ID that's expired as long as it's been issued in the last 5 years. And he had a picture of his ID, and it was the newer version. And I know that hadn't been out quite 5 years yet. So I didn't use that. I told him, I said I need the physical copy. So he said it will let me know. I'm going to reach out to them here after I get done with this video and see where they stand with that. But yeah, Ian came in like a wrecking ball, man. And that put a lot of stuff. I think that's kind of slowed down people, at least here in Florida, for doing weddings. Because right now, a lot of the places that folks would typically go are you know what I'm saying? It's not looking so good. I know we had a wedding down in Bradenton a couple weeks ago. It's the beginning of the month. And I honestly and truly don't, I think that was, I don't know how close or how far Bradenton is to Fort Myers, but that region of Florida, was definitely, if it's where I think it is, or is in the vicinity of that area, I think it was hit. And, they were fairly lucky to, to be able to get what they did. Carlos took some amazing photos. Anna, who is another young lady that I work with, she took some amazing photos too. And, it's good to work with people that you know and you believe in. And Anna's kind of been my main photographer. I also have a DJ that I work with now. And I also have a makeup artist. Haven't really had to use them too much, but at the same time too, at least I have vendors in that area that can do that. I also have a videographer. This guy is actually really, really cool. Samson is his name. You have to go and check out his Samson Photography on Instagram. Go check him out. Go look at his work. His work is absolutely amazing. He's a beast with that camera. I tell you that. And he also does short videos and stuff like that. So, has some pretty high-end things that he uses. And, that's just been my overall experience with, vendors that I've worked with in the weddings that I've done. I've done 9 ceremonies so far, and you do get to meet some really cool people. And the fact that you're a part of their special day is great. And it's something that I enjoy doing. I look forward to doing, even though I'm a little nervous today, simply because I have 2 weddings. I am, for the most part, not really, I get nervous prior to, not so much during, because during, I think I have the realization that it is what it is at this point. It's done. Like it's going down. We mess up or not, like it's happening, So the second wedding I did add MC hours. So I don't know what I'm going to say with the introduction, because they want to introduce the wedding party. Okay. And yeah, I don't know what they're going to say. That was actually my client that just messaged me. Let's see. I'm not going to read what they say, but I just want, so I don't forget. Yes. Okay. My client yesterday too. I got her name wrong. Let's say her name was Cheyenne. No, her name was Cheyenne. And I was calling her Cheyenne. That's not her real name, and she looked at me with the evil eye like, motherfucker, you better get that and I was like, oh. So needless to say, I practiced that, and I know that her name is Cheyenne now. But I have had some hiccups, unfortunately. And, as natural as they say it is, there's nothing you can do at the time. But you got to get their names right. Luckily, I didn't get the people who were getting married's name wrong. It wasn't like James and then Benjamin, nothing like that. It was some other stuff, and I felt completely bad about it because I didn't double check. And it was a matter of me not double checking my work like I normally do. Normally I go through the process of checking my work and making sure that it's perfect, and I didn't this time, and I felt bad about it. So, that was completely on me. I was completely apologetic. She recognized it. She was aware of it. But, she still gave me a nice review. So thank you to her. What else? I did have a direct client this month with, it was somebody to reach out. I mean, I say direct, they break that wall of the signing services, but they reached out to me the night before on Friday, and then Saturday I was able to get it signed and ready to go. But that was actually really cool. It was a couple from California, and they were like, they had been through everything else, earthquakes and all this other stuff. They had never been through a hurricane. He was like, yeah, I hope so. And I'm like, yeah, I guess. But he was he was a really cool guy, him and his wife. You know, they were really cool. I gave them my card for any future notarizations that they may have. And you know, I was able to complete what they did. And how exactly getting direct clients work for me? I know a lot of people, they go and they advertise, they go out and they reach out to these companies and things of that nature. I did that in the very beginning, but just with my schedule, it doesn't permit me to do that. I can make calls during the day because sometimes it gets slow, but even that requires a lot of energy for me. So I don't necessarily hit it as hard, but for me, they just Google, and they Google notaries nearby, and I come up and they see, you know, they see the reviews and stuff, and they go do their own research and they reach out to me. And that's exactly what happened with that guy, you know, from California. Even though he told me he was going to be up early and that he would be waiting on my call, I didn't get a call until it was like 9 o'clock his time. I'm like, sir, come on. But you know, I'm thankful nonetheless to be able to get that experience. Anytime anybody can Google and find me. Yelp has not been my best friend. I don't think I've had too many leads from Google either. The only thing I get is Thumbtack, and like I said, I'm putting that on pause this month just because I don't want to continue to have to pay $121 a week. And I know 121 seems like a lot. Sometimes I get to that, sometimes I don't. Last couple weeks I haven't because I've been blocking out my schedule so I don't get leads during my business hour. You know, from that, they give me kind of the leftovers, and I think it leads that people have worked and might have already booked and people don't respond, which is okay. That's fine. But, you know, the amount of money that I spend in advertising, or actually, yeah, advertising on Thumbtack, you know, I've made almost more than, I've made $4,000 in weddings alone. So, you know, let's say I've spent $600 in leads. That's still 6 times that I've made, you know, or 5 times. Let's take $600 out. And what else? I do have Wedding Wire and the Knot. That's actually been working. I've been getting at least a booking a month from them. So that kind of pays for that service for me. I pay $125 for the 2 sites. So, and I have a 1-year contract. Right now I'm at month 3. So it's been worth it. I've been breaking even. If I can get up to 2 a month, then that would be awesome. So, what else? That's about all I got, I think. I think that's all I have. I apologize for the last couple weeks for the videos, but here we are. Don't forget to make sure, because I'm going to go ahead and go, and me and Carlos need to go get something to eat. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Make sure we can get this video out there to people who want to make that transition or pivot, you know, from general notary work and things of that nature. Bring them over. Like, subscribe, share, follow, all of that fun stuff, so we can get it out there. I really appreciate you guys. And that's been another episode. And Central Florida Notary out. Talk to you guys later. Bye.